about drugs. Now, I'm smoking some weed right now. They would consider that a drug, but it's not a drug. We know it comes from the Cannabis major. We know it was brought down here to heal. Okay, so what are your drugs? Okay, so let's name off some of your drugs. Let's name them off. Cocaine, heroin, crystal meth. These are your drugs. All right, promethazine. Ecstasy. What else? Xans. Yep, perks. Out of perks, y'all they be liking the perks. Percocets. These are your drugs, you know what I'm saying? Like I said, Oxycontin. LSD, you know what I'm saying? So, these are your drugs, all right? Not to mention the biggest drug they tell you is legal, and those are your pharmaceuticals. That's all your Robitussin and, all your Robitussin, all your over-the-counter drugs you deem and think legal. Okay? What do all drugs have in common? Most drugs make you feel good, right? Even the pharmaceutical drugs, they make you feel better or they make you feel good. But this thing you experience is feeling good is actually a chemical that your brain emits called dopamine, right? Most drugs release dopamine. Ecstasy releases more dopamine than most drugs, which is why it was originally nicknamed ecstasy. Cocaine releases dopamine, heroin, dopamine, LSD, any drug you name, dopamine. This is what gives you the happy feeling. But that happy feeling that you experience is the actual hormone in you called dopamine. So, you would experience this when you take these certain drugs, or some good happens to you, your brain releases emits a chemical called dopamine, which makes you feel like you're happy. Okay? So, drugs are designed to restructure your deoxyetheric acid, all drugs, whether it be the street drugs, the designer drugs, or the pharmaceuticals. This is why each drug mimics the brain. You don't need drugs to get that feeling. Your brain, you naturally have those chemicals within you. We don't need weed to get that feeling. We have that chemical in us. We don't need no drug, no alcohol to get no feeling. We have those chemicals in us. So, when they created these drugs, they designed them to give us happy feelings. That's how they got you to get addicted to it. Then once you become addicted to it, they are then able to restructure your deoxyetheric acid through the drug that you are addicted to. Be it alcohol, be it marijuana, Oxycontin, LSD, shrooms, perks, Xans, Robitussin, nigga, painkillers, it don't matter. What we experience as addiction is not addiction. That urge you get to always roll a blunt, that's not addiction. That's nanobot technology. That's nanobot technology. Your meth, all of it, every drug. That's nanobot technology. These drugs have nanobots in them. Now, weed is not a drug, it's an actual plant that comes from the Cannabis major. You don't get addicted to the weed. You see what I'm saying? That's your... Like, I'm trying to word it in a way where it clicks down here because we don't have words for everything down here, okay? So, because you would think it's addiction if it's weed, but it's not. It's really not addiction because When you created marijuana, we created cannabis. So that most people when they smoke, they get real relaxed, right? You call it getting hot. They get real and deep, like y'all say, or relaxed, and then they want to go. They want to experience that feeling again. But that's a spirit. That's a feeling that comes from a place where a planet where a star system, if you want to call it that, where we emit a lot of these what you would call dopamine like effects, a lot of happy feelings, a lot of relaxation, a lot of the Canis Major is a real calm weather type of star system. You know what I'm saying? Very, very laid back. You know what I'm saying? Very advanced beings live within the Canis Major. So that's what it be with weed. But like, weed isn't a drug. Your drugs are, like I say, your cocaine and everything. So when it comes to those drugs, these drugs, if you notice, most people become addicted to them. All right? This be nanobot technology. This is why you will never see nobody die of weed. But you see people overdose on cocaine, heroin, lean, alcohol, pharmaceuticals, painkillers. You'll never see a motherfucker overdose off weed. This is because this is a plant. The worst thing I could do is smoke to the point my stomach hurt because I ain't ate enough. That's it, because they gonna never smoke no weed and overdose of that. Drugs do that, right? Why? Because it's nanobot technology. All right, they are man-made. Remember that they have put certain nanobot technology within it. You should be familiar with nanobots by now. I've been telling y'all about nanotechnology. They use this nanotechnology to restructure deoxyetheric acid. This is what you experience as an addiction to alcohol. Think about it. Alcohol don't taste good, so why the fuck would you want to drink it? I don't give a fuck if you're an alcoholic. You can at least admit alcohol. You will admit alcohol don't taste good. You drinking to get fucked up. You're not drinking alcohol because of the taste. On top of that, they using spirits with the alcohol. They putting real life spirits in there. They have real life warlords, sorcerers, and witches that preside over all these alcohol breweries overseas, and they push spirits into the alcohol literally. So I'm not saying on how you a shot of wine here and there, sip of wine here and there. Wine more actually healthy, more healthy for you. I'm not saying don't fuck with your alcohol here and there. Do what you do. I'm just saying be careful. I'm just saying be aware of what it's composed of. And it's gonna always be jets. So if you still wanna do it, it's jets. It's you. You know what I'm saying? And experience your realm, your reality. You live, be free, be happy. Be happy. You came to glow. You know what I'm saying? So this is what drugs is just another weapon that was used against us. It was like a robotic weapon. You know what I'm saying? That was more detrimental to our community. Why do you think it crippled the community like that? Because it was a weapon. A shot at us right after the unity from the 50s and the 60s. Drugs was the weapon they shot at us in the 70s and the 80s. You know what I'm saying? Along with STDs. You know what I'm saying? AIDS and all that. Those were all, AIDS is a drug. You know what I'm saying? Like those are all syphilis and these are STDs, but these are diseases, drugs. You know what I'm saying? These are forms of drugs. You know what I'm saying? Like they were created by the oppressor to, to lower your vibration, to weaken your dark matter energy levels. All right? You have deoxyetheric acid, DEA. You don't have DNA. Animals have DNA. So you being a luminous being, a non-ether being, they have used many things to attack you. They have literally used drugs to restructure you. Way before Corona, they was restructuring us through the drugs. Why do you think it's so easy now? Why do you think every generation has become weaker and weaker and weaker? Notice that started with the 80s babies. You know what I'm saying? Hey, we the babies, we the crack babies. I'm a crack baby. Because the year I was born was when crack hit the communities. You know what I'm saying? We the crack babies. You know what I'm saying? And every group after us has gotten weaker and weaker. As far as mentally, respect-wise, for ourselves, our species. Like, that in that type of way, respect for our gods, respect for our goddesses. Like, we don't have respect for each other no more like we used to. We've gotten weaker. Why? Because of the drugs. The deoxyetheric acid restructuring under government supervision. This is a weapon. You know what I'm saying? And it was used to restructure us. Even weaken the hormones in you. You know, so to the point when we have our kids, you know, they won't be as genetically as superior as we were or our ancestors before us because they have been filling us with drugs. Even the fluoride they put in the water is a drug. You know what I'm saying? These are all drugs. The fluoride they put in the tap water, that's a drug. The oxygen they make us breathe, drugs. The chemtrails they spray, drugs. They are drugging you. They are drugging you. You know what I'm saying? So multiple ways they drug us and drug you. Nine ether beings. With Kai, you must be aware of this. This restructuring of your deoxyetheric acid. It's also the reason a lot of people can't wake up. You got a lot of people that was crack babies. You know what I'm saying? Or cocaine babies, heroin babies. They daddy was strung out on alcohol. Their mama was. This is why it's harder. You know, it's hard for a lot of our people to wake up. But every single thing around you comes from you. Even if you know, I understand it's levels to this intellect, to this enlightenment. So it's hard to grasp certain concepts right away. That's why you got to keep coming back here to get it. But even on a basic level, if you look around and at what they taught you, look at everything around you that they consider man-made. Okay, everything that they consider man-made was started as just a thought in a brain before. Before it was out here, just a thought inside of a brain. It was just a thought inside of a brain. Everything man-made that you see, even them big-ass skyscrapers that you can see. When I tell you about the astral planes, you probably can't see that because you haven't tapped in that deep yet to see those levels of life that exist all around you. Okay, cool. Well, let's look at these huge-ass skyscrapers. Let's look at these beautiful islands and resorts that people spend thousands to go to. Let's look at these beautiful Lamborghini cars that people like. Even if you want to look at materialistic shit, you can use that as an example to see that even those beautiful things that you look at on a materialistic level started as just a thought inside of a brain. Now, soulless beings can't create. We know who the soulless beings are. Human beings. So with that being said, what do we know that all the creation came from the God species? All right, so what is creation? That's the soul. But what is the navel? The navel connects the soul. It's a portal for the soul. It's a window. Not just the eyes, it's a window back to the astrals. Which is why when you were first, upon your inception into this realm, you were tied to your mother via what? Your navel, umbilical cord. That's how we attach your souls. Alright? So, your soul is encased in spirit. You have 7 levels of aura around you. Your etheric body is the closest body to you. This is the magician in you. This is the titan in you. This is what they fear. It's the body between the astral plane and the physical plane, the etheric realms. This is what makes you immortal. This is what makes you God. See? Your ability to be everywhere at once. To be everything yet you are nothing. To be nothing yet you are something. Alpha and Omega, beginning and the end. End and the beginning. Before you there was none, after you there will be none. You are complete. You are nine. You see what I'm saying? Nine is being completion. Chosen ones. Creators of all. You created all this. All this came from you. It's just a thought. That's what I'm saying. Everything around you started in your soul. It's just a thought. You created whole universes. It was just a thought. It all started from you as a thought. You just don't remember it. Goddesses, you created us. Look at us, gods. Just a thought. Where did the thought come from? Deoxyetheric acid, which comes from dark matter energy, only found in triple darkness, which we are. Dark matter energy beings. Antimatter, as they call it in science. See, they lie to you about DEA. They even want to be us so bad that they take our real DEA, lie and call it DNA so that we can believe that we are human beings like them. Like their species that they have shapeshifted into. All right, because they are not human beings. They have shapeshifted into human beings, okay? And they don't want you to know about your DEA. They tell you that it's DNA. They tell you that you're a human being. They don't even tell you the difference between the human beings. They got you thinking all the human beings are bad. They not. Only a hierarchy. And then they tell the human beings it's not bad, that we don't like them. And they teach them not to like us. Meanwhile, they're the ones who set up everything. Slavery, everything. Drain the planet of its resources. Got you gods thinking that you have DNA. You're not an animal. And that's not disrespect to our animals. We created the animals, but you are not an animal. You are the creator of animals, but you are not an animal. Animals have DNA. Human beings have DNA. Because they are spliced with animal genetics and the genetics of the gods, us, and that's okay. But you, supreme being, creator of all, take your place rightfully in the cosmos for what you are. Complete. Creator of everything. You just don't remember that. But that's what you are. So, they created drugs, right? And drugs is really about restructuring your DNA. It's all it's about. It's an attack on your DNA. What's good, God?
What up?
I'm in the middle of this teaching this class real quick, God. I'm gonna call you when I get off here. I'm gonna teach this class right now. I just had to pick up for you, so you didn't think I was ignoring your call and shit.
Oh yeah, no, I'm just trying to tell y'all I'll be on that next weekend.
Okay, you coming with the wifey?
Yeah, I'll be on the 21st.
All right, well, yeah, I got like 199 people on my live right now, so I don't want you to give out too much information. They can hear you, yeah. But I'm gonna hit you as soon as I get out, bro. All right, love, God, peace. Yeah, that was my people, man. But yeah. So anyway. They created drugs. Drugs is all about restructuring your DEA, right? And they take the drugs and then mock us. Create an enforcement called the DEA, Drug Enforcement Agency. See what I'm saying? Drug Enforcement Agency. You feel me? Like, listen. So when you hear DEA, you think of them. But you actually have DEA. Deoxyetheric acid. This is where your athletic abilities come from. This is where your ability, this is that separation. This is that it factor that separates us from all species, is what I'm saying. It's your deoxyetheric acid. That's what make you gods. Your ability to be everywhere at once. And only the creators of the ether, the etheric realms, has this ability. When you see blacks and Latinos that can run fast as fuck, they didn't tap into their DEA a little more than others. When you see blacks and Latinos that can jump, when you see people using their brain, anytime you think of an intelligent thought, a great idea, you do this all the time. You tap into your DEA all the time. How about time when you shock people? You ever walk to somebody and shock them? DEA. Tap into that's tapping into your DEA. You have a problem, solve the problem, that's DEA. That takes deoxyetheric acid to do that. That has to flow. You release this chemical. And it comes straight from the ethereal realms and the astral planes and from your home planet. They can't, that's the connection they couldn't stop. See, you probably always wonder, like, what separates us from human beings? That's it. That's the only difference. You see what I'm saying? That's what make us geniuses. It's what make us strong, faster, more athletic. It's the it factor. That's why they never told you about it. They don't tell you got DEA. They taught you got DNA. And they said you was a human being. They said all humans got DNA. That's what they told you about yourself. They never taught you about the metaphysical you, the real you. They never taught you about your chakras in school. No, they didn't. They didn't teach us about no motherfucking chakras, nigga. They ain't say shit about no motherfucking chakras in school, nigga. Nigga, I was just in school not that long ago, nigga. Wasn't that long ago, nigga. You know what I'm saying, nigga? They don't talk about no chakras. I know they ain't talking about them now. Fuck out of here, nigga. They ain't talking about no chakras in school, nigga. They're not talking about DEA, neuromelanin. The astral planes. Sacred geometry. Sacred alphabet. Sacred mathematics. Supreme mathematics. You're not talking about this stuff in school. But it's cool. We're going to talk about it in here, though. We're going to talk about it in here, though. That's what time that's where we at. We do this shit our way now, nigga. We don't walk in class no more, nigga. And we don't pay thousands of dollars for y'all to lie to us, nigga. Nigga might spend $33, nigga. You know what I'm saying? And we gonna come up in here, nigga, fucking, if I don't spend $33, nigga, I'm gonna just lock on YouTube and still catch the drop from them. Feel me? Or Instagram, nigga. We catching the drop for free, or nigga, we spending $33, nigga. Shit, you know what I'm saying? We not going over and beyond. We not to be lied to. We not doing it no more. Them days over with. You know what I'm saying? And shit, y'all know like I know, we wouldn't even have to be on here private charging if nigga ain't get kicked out. So people that even come over here to pay, y'all just the real supporters. You know what I'm saying? It's like, man, I get it, because God ain't never asked for shit in the beginning. Like, especially those from the beginning, y'all know that. So yeah, like, that's real. You feel me? Like, they not gonna talk about these subjects. You know what I'm saying? They're not gonna talk about these subjects. They're not gonna talk about the true meaning of drugs, the true purpose of drugs. One of the guys, I think it was OG Murphy, he was like, man, God, that was a good acronym. I'm like, but it's really, yeah, it probably sound like a good one, but it's really not. It's just really what it is. You know what I'm saying? I really just said what it was. It ain't really like I made the acronym up. Like, that's really the code name that the FBI and the CIA have for it. I mean, now you can give me credit and say he exposed it. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, he brought it if you want to do that. But like, no, that's the code name for drugs. It's a weapon. Deoxyetheric acid restructuring under government supervision. That's so too smooth for me to just make that up like that. You should know that. You know what I'm saying? That's too smooth right there. Like, that's just a little too smooth. I'm smooth, but that's a little too smooth. You see what I'm saying? Like, yeah, that's just That's a code. I'm just exposing it. You know what I'm saying? So you go, oh damn, God put me in it. Like, yeah, like, you know, they ain't gonna come out and tell you, but that it's a weapon. It's a weapon, you know what I'm saying? And I only want to talk about it because I want to show you how great you are. Drugs release dopamines, man. All of them. Any drug they name, they tell you that it releases a dopamine to relax you, make you feel good. But it's synthetic. It's not real. Your brain and your body and your soul and your spirit can emit them same chemicals without you putting nothing in there. You see what I'm saying? So that should just show you who you are. They just replicating you. They taking a hormone out of you to make you feel like this at a certain moment in time and putting it inside of a what they call a drug that's really a nanobot that's designed to hack into your electrical database within you. You ain't nothing but electricity anyway. So they can read you. Your thoughts can be read on the Richter scale, your heartbeat, everything. Because you electricity. They can read us. Why are they trying to make it illegal to think? Nigga, if they had it their way, it would have been illegal to think in 5-10 years, nigga. We was on our way to illegal to think on your own, literally in 5 to 10 years. But that had to change. You know, that ain't happening. That ain't happening. But that's where they wanted it to go. Like, if you just look at the society. And like I say, drugs was a huge impact because people focus on cocaine. But it's so many different type of drugs, man, that they use to hit us with. Nanotechnology designed to attack you internally, metaphysically. Your etheric acid comes from the ethereal realms, the ethers. This is why it's ethers. You know what I'm saying? You have an etheric body around you. This is you. This is you. This is real. You know what I'm saying? So they are attacking that. You know what I'm saying? If they fuck with your etheric body, they fuck you. Your energy so fucked up, you can't tap into nothing within yourself. You can't even connect with your ancestors. Your etheric body fucked up. You gotta heal that body. But they didn't beat that body up because they didn't restructure it to the point where they make you forget that the drugs that you taking in, you know what I'm saying, you already had that chemical in you. You don't even need that. You can meditate and tap into that and release that chemical if you want more of that feeling, if you really wanted to. So I'm just showing you different traps they have set up for us. You feel me? Like, this is real. This is how deep it get. You know what I'm saying? Like what Reagan say, the war on drugs. Nigga, it wasn't no war on drugs. Nigga, they made the drugs for us. And then used it as a double reason to put you in their illegal jails. You know what I'm saying? Like, and if you sell these drugs, now you go to jail. Like, that's all they did. It was a 2-for-1. We gonna fuck their DEA up, and we gonna lock up their species, their male species. Shit, they give you more for crack than they do for cocaine. You should know right there. Because all the rich, racist elite in Hollywood, they get high off cocaine. All your citizens. You know what I'm saying? They get your ass probation for cocaine. You get caught with crack. You get caught with a dime bag of crack. Rock. That's 5 years. I know the law. I did time in jail. I know the law. That's 5 years, nigga. In Illinois, that's 5 to 10, nigga. You looking at 5. Matter of fact, that might be a 10 at 50. 5 years, nigga. Right off the bat. One bag. Crack. Since they get caught with cocaine, nigga, that's probationable. That's, you know what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying, though. You see what I'm saying? So, the veil is being removed. All is being revealed. Reflection. That is an actual code name for a weapon that has been aimed at the community. I didn't make that up, y'all. That's all I'm trying to know. I did not make that up. They made that up and attacked you with it. Drugs, nigga. Deoxyetheric acid restructuring under government supervision. I'm just using it as more evidence of my theory, letting y'all know that DEA exists. Because they don't tell you about it. You can't Google it or nothing. You put in DEA, nigga, the drug enforcement agency is going to pop up. Nigga, we not talking about them. We talking about this shit within us that flows within us that you told us was DNA. Nigga, that ain't that. We can channel the frequency of the sun and y'all can't because we got DEA. See what I'm saying? That's the DEA. You feel me? You know what I'm saying? You see that chisel, that DEA. You see that? That's the DEA. You see what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? That's that DEA. You feel me? How strong the hair grows. DEA. Be proud of having it. Be proud of who you are. And if you're a human being, be proud of who you is. Because this human being stupid here now too. Be proud of who y'all is. Period. You know what I'm saying? Like, man, listen. At the end of the day, the opposition is these draconian reptilians, these rich racist elites, man. These ops, police, all that. You feel me? The people that work for their interests. Now, you got good cops in them fields. You do. You know what I'm saying? But they going to have to start their own law enforcement agencies. You know what I'm saying? They going to have to. You know what I'm saying? Separate completely from the bullshit. That's a fact. Feel me? You got gods and goddesses walking amongst us. They don't want to convert over. They still want to kill each other. Nigga, they ops. They the ops too. You know what I'm saying? Like if you got carbon in your skin and you still wanna, oh, we gonna gang back kill each other. You are ops to us right now. We don't need you. We at war right now, nigga. We at war with the real opposition, nigga. We taking the planet back. You out here trying to kill us, nigga. We taking the planet back. You know, no. You know what I'm saying? Like, you gotta wake up. Everybody gotta wake up. We not playing with nobody. You know what I'm saying? If your ass want to gang bang, we not gonna play with y'all neither. You know what I'm saying? We not playing with y'all neither. Niggas want to gang bang, niggas don't want to wake up. All right, well, y'all gonna get ran over. Either by us or by them. But y'all definitely ain't thicker than the army, though. Know that. Y'all ain't deeper than us, than the army. You see what I'm saying? Y'all ain't deeper than the real galactic army. You feel me? Y'all ain't deeper than us. You feel me? Or strong or don't know enough. You feel me? Y'all don't even know y'all gods. If y'all knew y'all was gods, y'all would be out there killing each other. Y'all would be ready to war with the real opposition. Because like I said, we come in peace. If we could preserve this planet and take this planet back so that everybody can live freely without war, I'm all for it. But if it takes war to get the peace, then that's what it takes. I'm for that too. That's all I'm saying. We want peace. Like I say, we want peace. You feel me? We want peace. But if it take war to get the peace, then thus it shall be, man. Period. So, this rabbit hole run deep though. Reflection. It runs very deep. You know, I get on here, I laugh, I joke with y'all, but everything I say, I do be serious though. You got DEA. You the superhuman. They got you labeled in the database as a meta-human. Black extraterrestrials. You Superman. You the Hulk. You don't know it. That's your DEA. Deoxyetheric acid, man. Feel me? You give life to the sun, man. You give life to the sun. You hear me? You give life to the sun. You the reason the wind blow. You know what I'm saying? All that revolves around us. See, we are not aware of it. We are unaware of it because they disconnected us from nature. They disconnected us from self. The wind blow because of us. The fire burn because of us. The sun glow because of us. The sun burn bright because of us. The sun has a chromosphere. We got chromosomes. You see what I'm saying? Like the soil is moist because of us. You know what I'm saying? The planet herself has a heartbeat of 7.83 hertz because of us. We are everything. You know what I'm saying? That's what you gotta know. We are definitely everything.